Did Mormon leaders try to cover up this supposed revelation? When Wilford Woodruff publicly ended the practice of plural marriage in 1890, John W. Taylor, that's the son of John Taylor, continued to believe that the practice was legitimate. Brother Lyman, what do you think of the revelation to my father? President Lyman, if you ask me if I believe in the plurality of wives, I would say that I believe it is true and will always be so, but the Lord may suspend the practice of it. Apostle Charles Penrose said in that, "You brought the revelation to us, and it has never been accepted by the church or presented to it." A couple of decades later, in 1933, Heber J. Grant, leading the first presidency as president of the church, issued this statement. It is alleged that on September 26th through 27th, 1886, President John Taylor received a revelation from the Lord, the purported text of which is given in publications as to this pretended revelation. It should be said that the archives of the church contain no such revelation. The archives contain no record of any such revelation, nor any evidence justifying a belief that any such revelation was ever given. From the personal knowledge of some of us, from the uniform and common recollection of the presiding quorums of the church, from the absence in the church archives of any evidence whatsoever justifying any belief that such a revelation was given, we are justified in affirming that no such revelation exists. It's worth noting this is the same Heber J. Grant who recorded that they were discussing this revelation prior to the first manifesto in 1890. Joseph Fielding Smith had a typed copy of this in 1909. A month after this statement, John W. Taylor's widow actually gave the original handwritten document to the church. So they had it in their possession, and yet they never corrected their statement that this was a pretended revelation and they had no knowledge of it. As late as 1979, LDS Apostle Mark E. Peterson was still denying the existence of this revelation. To justify their own rebellion, recalcitrant brethren devised a scheme which they hoped would frustrate the stand of the church on plural marriage. They concocted a false revelation, allegedly given to President John Taylor in 1886, in which pretended secret authority was given to continue plural marriages. Brian C. Hales, who's an LDS expert on the issue of plural marriage, even says this: "The greatest significance of the 1886 revelation is that the church tried to suppress its existence." On June 14th of 2025, the LDS Church quietly released this document on their website.